Welcome back, everybody. Today we are doing another Redstone video. As you can see, I have another world here called Calculator. Since you guys have been gone, I have been working on a Redstone calculator. So if we just go into the world, you can see a bunch of redstone automatically. It's nowhere near finished, but this is basically. We will end up doing this probably at episode 10 or 5. But what happens is that you flick down the levers you want to, like 1 or 2, 4, or 8. And what happens is it displays it up here. So right now none are selected and you get 0. Pull down 1 and it would say 1. Pull down 2 and 1, it would say 3. And then on and on. The highest number you can do is 15. And right now I have not finished it. So we are going to go to our world. Go in here. Okay. So I cleared out the whole world because of just stuff. There's just random crap everywhere. I'm going to rebuild my little sensor thing. My little... I believe it was. Okay, there we go. So that is working now. Okay, I'm going to start using quartz blocks for builds, because like it's easier to see. Okay, so today we are going to learn about logic gates. If you didn't read the title, it is logic gates. So, what a logic gate is that, well, it's a logical pathway, I guess, for wires. Is that, it's basically just things that you can make. Like this one I'm about to make. It's called a AND gate. All of them are named certain things for a reason. And the reason this one's called an AND gate is because you need this one and this one on to turn on the lamp. If I only have one on, it turns one on. So let's put down a sign. Call this an AND gate. Okay. Another one, as we know as the inverter, is called a NOT gate. Well, that's the official name for it anyways. The reason it's called that is because if this is on, this is not on. If this is off, this is not off. Pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of gates. Well, actually, there's a ton of them. But I'm just going to go over basic ones just for like video purposes. Okay, trying to remember how you build the OR gate. I believe it is an AND gate. No, I don't think this is gonna work. No, this is another AND gate. I will get back to you guys in a second when I have built a OR gate. Oops. Be back in a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. I found out how to make an OR gate, and what it is that we put our torch here, redstone, redstone, and redstone. If you watch my last video, you'll automatically recognize this as the old repeater. Like, they have this, but now they used to have this. So, but the reason it's an OR gate is if you have more than one input. So this is now an OR gate, which means any one of these, this one will work, or this one, or this one. So that's where it gets the name. Call this our OR gate. And then if we come back over here, what turns out was that one I showed you a few seconds ago with redstone like this and then block, lamp, redstone, redstone, lever, lever. That is actually called a NAND gate. Let's put that NAND gate, which stands for not and, which means if I flick this one on, that turns off, but it's still on. But to turn that off, I have to turn both of them on. So these are not on. Okay? So it has to be both. So they have, this one and that one have to be on, and those two have to be not on or off. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so those are the basic gates. I will be back in a minute to show you 2 more gates that are, I guess you could say they're more advanced. I'll be back in a second. Okay guys, welcome back. So the one I was going to show you that was more advanced is called the XOR gate, or the exclusive OR gate. So how we build this is we put 1, 2, 3, and then put torch, torch, redstone, block, lamp. I know we're building this kind of backwards, but it's okay. Next we're going to need a slab of any kind, so I'm going to use a quartz slab. Oops. We put 1 slab, block, slab, slab. Then we put another block, 2 more blocks, it's a ton of blocks, a torch, redstone wire, more redstone wire, more redstone wire, and then over here we go 1, 2, 3, and then we just bring the wire out, and we put down our 2 levers. Okay, the way this works is that you flip one on, and when you flip the other on, it turns it off. So like what happens is that with an OR gate, if we have our block and lantern, and we flick one, turns it on, right? Well, this lever does nothing, this lever does nothing. They're pointless, they don't make a difference. But what happens with the exclusive OR gate is that if you have both on, it turns off. If you have one on, it turns on. If you have both off, it turns off. So you're only able to have one at a time. I think this is pretty good for like adventure maps and stuff. If you have 2 levers, but you can only have one or something. I don't know how you would use this, but I just think it is another cool looking gate. So that's what that does. So these are all the different gates. There is the NOT gate, which is basically an inverter. The AND gate, where you need both of them on. The NAND gate, which you need both of them on and both of them off and both of them on. The OR gate, where you need one or another. And then the exclusive OR gate, which is 1 on equals off, none on equals off. 0 equals off, 1 equals on, and 2 equals off. Yeah. Okay, so that wraps up the gates. And since we ended a little bit early, I'm going to show you a couple of other things. I do not believe I showed this in the last video. If I did, I'm sorry. It's called a T flip-flop. If you've ever seen videos where like, adventure maps or something, where there is that, you press a button, but it doesn't go away. Like the, like the redstone current doesn't go away. This is what they've done. They've made a thing called a T flip-flop. Whoops. Scared me a little bit. Wrong spot. Okay, so what a T flip-flop does is that you have a button on the side, or you can take redstone and drag it over here or something, I don't know, and have a button right there or something. You can move the current basically. But this is the wire that you want to use as a input. So you hit it and it moves. You hit it and it moves. And it'll stay like that forever. So what happens is that this torch is trying to power this empty air block, but since it's empty, it can't power anything, so the current is off. But when the block goes over it, it powers the block, which powers the wire, which is what I believe we covered in our last episode. So this is how you can make like a piston door or something with one. Just have redstone going over here, and then have your T flip-flop right here. Redstone, and then redstone piston. Oop. Come on. Piston, block, right, button, and then the usual stuff. So you have that, and then what you can do is just go click, click. Yeah, that's probably the biggest bug I've discovered with it, is that you need to move the button a little bit away. Like I've had to. And then you click it again. Retract. Okay. So that's it for this week. Come back next week and we are going to cover timers, clocks, and signals and delays and stuff like that. Okay? I'm EpicMan987, signing off. Have a good day.